What's going on?
Why did you
Why
mute
are we
us?
muted?
Why did you mute me?
Hi! Wait, why have you left?
Oh, I didn't mean to leave. What happened?
It says your camera isn't connected. Jesus Christ!
Can you hear me though?
This is rough. Can you hear the ambassador?
This is so
okay,
weird.
They can hear you. Don't swear. Danae, you are live.
I mean, swearing isn't an issue.
The camera is gone. That's
swearing
weird.
isn't an issue, Ian. We swear on this show. Welcome to our R-rated show where shit has gone sideways.
It's an R-fucking rated show.
For the last 15 minutes, we have been struggling. There has been a struggle. But we're here now, and there's no me. But that's okay, right? It'll be fine.
A very last minute struggle that we couldn't fully anticipate.
Let's see. Well,
but yeah,
maybe I should just like refresh. I'll be back.
She's going to refresh. In the meantime, for anybody not in the Discord that hasn't seen, here is my latest 3D print. Holy shit, is it beautiful? Look at that. I love it. Look at that. I'm really, really happy with that. That came out. It's very detailed. It came out really well. She's here.
Am I here?
Yeah. I don't know if this is sarcastic or not, but we do live in the same house.
Yes.
We live together as a Tuvix.
I literally just told Ian that if he ever had a transporter incident and merged with someone else, that I would be Janeway and just murder that person. But we'll get to that.
Bring my ass back.
We'll get to that. I love your facetiousness. I feel like I've missed so much because we've been panicking. It's been a panic. I've been doing so much.
People were very understanding. They were very understanding.
I apologize
about our situation.
Sometimes Google logs you out of everything, and then you have to find out how to log into anything, and it doesn't go quite well. Right.
I blame Jonathan because he was here last week, and I assume he fucked with all of your stuff.
This one might haunt me forever, but we'll get to it, right? We will get to it. We do have some things to No, we're not merging. We're never merging.
Are we? I mean, technically there's a merger happening.
I mean, we are merging.
Not that,
lives, but
I mean getting married.
Not that. But yes, that.
A merger of sorts.
I meant transporter incident merging. Oh. Is it hot in here?
I mean, that's true. Why is my camera fucked off?
Your camera has been acting up for a long time.
It's so annoying.
I'm such an old lady with my little glasses change. I feel like Mr. Rogers when he changes his little sweaters.
So sweet. I feel like someone's pushed me down.
Danian, ENA. ENA does sound about right. But it sounds like DNA, which honestly, linear isotopes or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You have lost we've lost everything. Hi everybody.
Yeah, we've completely lost
it. I'm glad you're here. We're glad you're here. It's been for me too long. How was last week without me? How did Jonathan fare?
Jonathan was
Kitty!
Great.
No, Kitty!
Wait, what's Kitty doing? Red alert! All hands, red alert. Battle stations. What's he doing? I genuinely don't know what he's doing. Why are you poddling him over here like that? Red alarm. Red alarm.
You can just tell he's in murder mode. He was about to scratch the couch and also...
Wait, the one we're getting rid of?
No.
Oh, the one that's actually staying down here.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And my really nice sweater that's just delicately laid over the top of the couch.
You mean laid askew because you dumped it.
Steve Not Reeves. Okay, this is a good time. This is a good. This is a good moment. Okay,
we're gonna do it.
Let's set the stage. A while back, Steve Not Reeves had told us that he was creating something. I haven't seen this something, but Ian has seen this something, and also put together musical something.
I have not heard the musical something.
All I know is that at one point in time, I was asked to send detailed photos of the Derpa Prize. So I created a folder online of highly detailed close-up of the Derper Prize, so close indeed that if you zoom in, you could probably actually see Ian's thumbprints on the clay of this model. I put model in quotations. I don't know if that's what it would be called.
It's a fucking model. Are you kidding? It's right there.
You sweat. Don't sweat. I'm so excited. Okay, hold on. We're going to switch gears for just a second. Last week with Jonathan, Derper Prize's communication systems were way more broken down than...
Oh, yeah. His mic was fucked.
Oh, no.
I hear the cable on his mic kept, like, we would get loads of static and then it would cut out completely.
That's so derp of us.
Yeah,
and then this week we're having other issues. We are Derper Prize cursed.
So professional.
But maybe now that we have apparently some official art for the Derper Prize and possibly some music for the Derper Prize, perhaps our bad luck is changing. And I'm so excited. I have to put my headphones on so I can actually hear this.
It's so fun to know that I've seen the images, so I know what's coming, and that's incredible. The music I can't wait for as well.
So we will be posting these for the Tieflingers. That's our Patreon support at $3 and above. We'll be posting that soon. We don't know what we're going to be doing with everything else. We'll let you know as time goes on. But for the immediate, like if you want to see this immediately, we'll put it up on Patreon. But for right now, you can check it out on the live show.
There you can.
So if this is in the outtakes for the podcast, hey, podcast listeners, just a quick note that we have some fan art sent in for what the Derper Prize looks like, and you can check it out by going to our live video, which you can find on YouTube or on Twitch. The links are in the description. You can check out the music and some visuals for the Derper Prize. You can go check it out. Okay, bye. So that's for the podcast. No, see how I did that?
You did great.
Nice? I didn't tell you I was doing that.
It's like you've done this professionally.
It's like I used to do radio. I could put my radio voice on.
You did.
You may put my radio voice on?
Do it. What was your radio voice for the morning? Yeah. Hire that woman immediately. Christian radio needs her.
Okay. Imagine this. We are a transporter error. Danae is merged with something else, and it's Babs' voice the whole time.
Oh my God. Babs plus Sadie. Imagine that, merging them together.
Thank you, Steve, not Reeves. Amazing. Okay, I'm really, really excited. I want to see this.
Okay, what do you want to do first? Do you want to do the music? Or do you want to do the do you want to do the music or do you want to do the images?
No, don't go.
Okay, bye.
I'm so sorry. Oh, yes, I did say fuck on the radio, but it was an accident.
Yeah, this is a great story.
Yeah, so I tripped out of my chair, and it's one of the broadcast height chairs where they're very, very high up.
She fell like 12 foot for her.
I don't remember what got caught in the wheels at this point. It's been too long. I wear flowy garments from time to time. And so perhaps it was one of those or like one of my long coat bits or whatever, but I went to kind of like move my chair and it just got caught and I tumbled with my headphones on, like from the broadcast height to the floor. And on the way down, I go, fuck! It was a Christian radio station. So my beloved partner, Aaron, you know, his eyes go wide and he's just like, oh my God, you know, is that it? Was that the end of my career? Because, you know.
How dare you?
When you're representing a Christian culture, one can't be too dirty. And, which I don't know why they hired me. Actually, I do.
It's their own fault.
I do. It's very talented.
You lied.
No, I didn't actually. I was very, very honest trying to not get hired and it backfired on me. So then I just like entered the arena to like prove something, I think. And also to experience something that I've been told to be really good at. But anyway, I really want to get to Steve's stuff. So I'm going to shush. But suffice to say that when the bosses showed up that day, we watched them walk in and watched them walk past and go to their office. And we're like, oh my God, you know, the phones didn't light up. Nothing, like no one called or anything. So
either nobody caught it.
Just a
why did she say Why did she say duck? Did someone throw something at her?
No, I can be very good. I choose not to be. I choose not to be. Babs and Sadie Jean in a transporter accident. Oh my God, that is me. I am.
Yeah.
I am the result of a transporter accident. Holy shit.
Baddie
JCD, you
Jean.
just did that.
Sadie
You just
Babs.
put that together.
Sabs.
Oh my God. Daniela's fudge. Yeah, no. Oh, the other good thing to think about just while you're like envisioning this is that, so my job, you know, to do like the back and forth DJ kind of esque stuff, it was in between songs. So obviously, I mean, no, not obviously. At the end of our bit, a song plays. And sometimes it's like a light song and sometimes it's got like a good beat at the beginning. And it just so happened this one had like a good beat. And it was the very last thing that happened. Like we were done and I was turning and then fell.
No.
So the music had already started. So we think that that's also why there wasn't a call in, because maybe it just like sort of
if I could like, go back in time and listen.
Oh, I know.
It would be on my list of time travel things just to know for certain.
Oh my God.
Crying out
That's
loud.
right. That's exactly right. I say funk. I don't say what the funk. Yeah. No, they were hot. Yeah, they were hot because they had just transitioned. So the mics were hot. Anyway.
Okay.
So
are we ready? What do you want to do first?
I want to see it. I want to see it. I really want to see it because I haven't seen this yet. And I'm really excited about this.
Okay. We're gonna do it. Drum roll.
Oh no, Slab, no. Okay, bye.
No! We love you. Okay. I think I've done this in a way that means we're gonna get a really good view of it. So
okay.
I've got
not that it's something exciting to look at.
I have this.
I mean, not your art, Steve. The Derpa prize itself.
Oh
my God, I can't wait. Show.
Okay, drop the comment for me.
Okay.
This is...
we need to come up with Derpa prize music. Oh, no, we don't.
Oh, no, we don't.
We should play the Derpa prize music
so wait, do you want to do the music first?
Can you start the Derpa prize music and then show it within like 10 seconds?
I can, but I think you want to like listen to the whole thing because I've been told... The music is a journey by Steve. That it's a journey that we need to concentrate on.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, so what view do you want? Front, top view, side view?
Okay. What? There's multiple views?
I'm going to do my favorite first.
Do something, says Flyboy. You're not wrong. I'm fucking ready, man. I'm going to go over there and mash your buttons. Oh my God.
Let's go.
Look at it. Look how derpy. Look how derpy. It's all, you know what it looks like? It looks like it's traveling at warp and something went wrong.
If it traveled at warp, it would be slightly off center like that.
Oh my God. Show me more angles. Show me all the angles.
We've got more angles.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Maybe it does. Maybe it wobbles even more at warp speed.
I mean, this one, you're going to adore this.
Oh my God.
It's got the angle spot on.
Oh my God, I'm crying.
Buddy.
The belly it's so funny because the proportions are so fucked.
The saucer section is so small.
And he's got just this little fat belly. Oh my God, Steve, what was it like drawing this? Because the curved nacelles are absolutely the best. Look at how it looks like it melted in the microwave.
It literally did. So we can do the other side as well.
Oh my God.
Let's go
Show
this
me.
side. This one you're going to adore again. Like the pylon that's holding up the nacelle is wonky as well. Like that's fallen off.
There is nothing about this that is like, I can't even think of the word, where it's the same on both sides.
Symmetrical.
Yeah, it's
aerodynamic.
No,
space-worthy.
All of the above.
Are you ready for a rear view?
No, no, not.
Look at his little butt.
That looks so R-rated.
I don't know what is going on with that right nacelle. What is happening here?
Oh my God, you included the fork marks.
Yeah, the little fork marks.
Oh
in the
my
butt.
God,
That's where the
Steve.
shuttles go out.
Oh my God, it's the porniest. You're not wrong, Polly. Oh my God.
I love it. Here we
It
go.
looks like it's doing yoga.
It really does.
Oh
Top
my!
view.
Oh, that's it. That's the money
That's
shot
the best
right
it looks.
there. Look
That
at
is
it.
the best it looks.
Oh my God. I love how it's just so fucked. Now tell everybody about the numbers on there because
So the numbers are
because Steve asked us, look at how the nacelles are misshaped. Like they're both like going
the nacelles are
like,
incredible. It's not space worthy. So
it doesn't look like it's so it's just always trying to turn.
Let's go. We're going. We're going this way.
Oh my God.
So yeah, the reg is the same as this Enterprise
Yes.
CP12
We kept it.
2221, which is the date that we recorded our first ever episode of Captain's Pod.
It's
And I love
the
that
it's the
symmetry.
through line
It
for
is.
all.
I love it, and if they
Okay.
can do that to the Titan, we can do it to this Enterprise.
Oh my God,
we do
Steve.
have one more. We have one more that I want to share. It is.
My heart is so full right now.
Oh yeah, we've got the underside. Here we go.
Oh yes.
Somehow worse. Somehow worse.
It looks like it's just dancing. Like if this was to be made into it, we've been thinking about making a 3D print of this, which again we
But
wonder if it's possible.
Look
but
at this. Do it from this side. How am I going? I mean,
You know-
supports.
do you know those like tubes that they're like balloon-esque and then they fill them with water and you can just sort of jiggle
Yeah,
them in a very,
uh-huh.
R-rated way?
There we go.
This should be made of that material where it just sort of is always wobbling, like a Jello mold. It's just always wobbling. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be 3D printed. It should
shouldn't.
be
Or
something.
I should
that's-
make it out of TPU, which is the flexible rubber filament.
Oh my
So it'll
God.
be really, really wobbly.
Oh, it has noises. It does get better.
This
You
is
are
my
not
favorite.
wrong.
That face-on view fucking kills me.
It's
like
so funny.
it's so good.
It looks like something like of a meme, like it's just walking into your world, like, "Hey,
Hey,
how are you doing?"
I heard you like starships.
Oh man.
A TPU, it's the way to do it. Like, and it would just be like rubber. It'd be amazing.
Oh, do you think so, Polly? Okay, well, we're gonna give it a try, and of course,
I think, yeah,
the
I
great
think so too.
experimentation. We have tried to put in some explanations into AI like programs to sort of help us make a 3D print, and that failed miserably. But
Yeah,
maybe this one will be better.
and I've incorporated it into our lovely show thing.
Oh
as
man,
well.
no resistance. So, what did you have up on screen? I'm sorry, I think I took it down too early.
Oh no! I've
I see.
Captain's Pod background. I've put it onto the view screen.
Oh, I love it so much, Steve. Thank you. And we're not
Thank you
done
so
yet
much,
because
Steve.
Steve also made some music for us. So I think it's time to listen to some music.
I think it's ready. As I cycle through some pictures, we're going
okay.
to listen to the music.
Oh man,
Let me make sure I got the
I don't
right
know how
one.
we can thank you. We'll have to send you something. We'll have to do like a little creative
for
exchange.
Sure, for sure. So we've got the full version. This is a full, I don't know, a full amount of music. I don't know what's in it. I haven't listened to it. I don't fully know how long it is. I hope it's not 17 minutes.
It
I
could be.
also kind of hope it is.
Welcome to the new show.
I hope it's like motion picture. This will be the rest of the show.
Okay, let's do it.
Let me know if it's a good volume.
It's 2 minutes.
2
Same
minutes.
as a real
That's
show
great.
opening. Oh, hell yeah. This is going to be the show opener.
Okay.
Maybe we should do this as the show opener every week
Yeah,
while we're
yeah,
doing
no, I think
What the
so.
Fuck.
Yeah, I
track.
think that's
I mean, What the Fun track.
What the fun track.
It's What the Fuck after this.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay, we ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
From
This-
Steve Not Reeves.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear it? Make sure you tell us if you can hear it. It's a little soft. So get louder. It's as loud as I can go. That's so nice. Oh, the tingles.
Oh no! love that! Little chill upwards.
You made this? Ooh, nice key change. Sounds like danger. Oh, we're okay
I
now.
love that upshift at the end.
Oh, we're so epic right now.
This is I've
See,
got
we're
chills.
okay.
I've
I
got
do
chills.
too.
This is so good.
Oh, come on. This is amazing.
Let's go.
Ooh, that good brass. Does that fart sound come out soon just to derp us? That was your singing. That was you. You did that.
No, Steve did that.
No,
I did
you.
that. I'm not
Okay,
taking
Steve did that. Oh
That
my
was
god.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
I could talk for hours about that theme. Like the Doctor Who bit in the middle that's like dum
Oh my god.
with the strings is so good.
Oh my
my
god.
gosh.
I'm blown away.
That's so good. I
Oh
want to
my
immediately play
god.
it again.
I'm kind of like
Do we just immediately play it again?
no, we're not going to play it again. We'll play it at the end of the show because we have to get to our
my
show
gosh.
today.
Well, I have two other files to play.
What do you mean?
So there is a short version.
Okay.
Wait, let's wait for her to put the headphones on. Here we go.
I love that. I love this part
love
so much.
The sudden shift into this derp.
It's so derpy. Is this the derp loop?
Yes, this is the derp loop.
This
No,
is what I
this
want.
isn't the derp loop. This is just a short version.
It's so good. Oh, I've got chills all
So
over.
good.
Can you see?
That upshift at the end is so good. This is a good change.
Oh my god, you're so talented. Derp, 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 derp. Here it comes. Here it comes.
You don't need it.
We do need it.
It's got a little throat like growling it.
So fucking funny. So bad.
Okay, picture it. We have a live show, Danae.
Oh
That's the
my
music
God.
that we walk onto. It's so good.
Oh my God. We go to a convention and for some reason we actually get a panel and that's our walk on music. And right as it
Epic.
gets to you going, you trip and fall on your ass. And everybody that knows the show holds up their little light up Derpa prize.
Yes, just waving
Oh
it.
my God.
Oh my gosh. Shut up, Steve.
Jeez.
I don't want to know the work you had to do to
That was
make that listenable.
incredible. That was incredible. Okay, so what's this derp loop? I want to hear the derp loop.
This is the derp loop.
Okay. This is it. This is the Derpa prize I know and love. It's like warbly.
It's 5.5 minutes of
Oh
this.
my God. So what's great about this is we could just kind of like roll it in the background when we're going like at the end of the show, saying goodbye to everybody. Just derpiness.
This is incredible.
Sci-fi. Too witty.
We owe you a
This is
debt of
incredible.
gratitude. So
Well,
good.
that's the show today, guys. We don't need to have an actual podcast. That there is nothing that
Oh
can
my gosh.
beat that.
They're on my board. They're
Oh,
staying there.
I don't even
It's
know what to
incredible.
say. Like, I think there have been moments where people have done like fan art in the past and stuff like that, and always feels like really just nice. Or people will want to send things and they want like it's an incredible feeling. But
That ending.
that, yeah, like how do you? Okay, obviously Steve is a very talented artist. And this is him
100%. This
reducing
is
his talent to meet the Durper Prize needs.
for sure.
But,
I don't know if Steve wants to share what his job is, but
like,
Steve's genuine
Jesus.
like day job art
but
is
that
incredible.
song, that was amazing. I don't know how. I know how you did that, but I don't know how I would do that. Like, I know what it takes to do that. That's incredible. That was that was a real fucking Star Trek song.
Yeah, genuine with a genuine change to that end, like that end of the theme that we recognize that trills upwards instead of down.
It also
good.
had like elements that we love, like the driving of the Strange New Worlds. That theme song I love so much. Like there was like a drive in there that I was like, that's the drive that I love.
That reminded me of the Picard theme as well from season 2 when it gets really dark, like that. They make a really dark version of the Picard theme. Oh man, dude, that was amazing.
Right. I'll add some vocals to that as Babs. It'll make it even better. Just kidding.
We're gonna throw that up for the Tieflingers.
Jesus Christ.
To do what you wish.
Well, I hope this segment brought you as much joy as it did us, because that made my week. It has been a really long week for Danae.
She's been a poorly girl. Like,
yes,
we were doing like Monday show. My
health shit be flaring. So I am here with the first energy I've had all week long. I'm going to do my best to get through the show today. Just as a quick note here at the top, I decided to do something for the first time and live type my thoughts in the Discord channel. So we have a Tieflingers Discord channel. I made a thread there, a nice little experimentation of what it would potentially be like if I do that every week. The people who saw it reacted very, very well to it. So
you made some people very, very happy with that. I was not expecting it myself. And
I
like
just did
a whirlwind between two noting documents.
Thank you guys. So what I was doing, and I'm going to tell you this now before we jump into the show. But what I was doing was I was actually typing out my notes. I have to take this off because that music.
I'm sorry. I'll turn it down.
No, I want to listen to it, so I can't hear it. But usually, like, I type all my notes out in one document and then I have it ready for the show. But what I was doing today was I was typing my notes and then I would like Alt Tab quickly over to the Discord chat, and I would just like write a comment and I jump back over and do my notes. So I sort of curated my liveness. I think what I might do next time is experiment with typing every single one of my notes in there live.
And then just copying it over.
Yeah, then that becomes my show notes. But I don't know if that's like too much. I don't know if that's something that's like, I don't know. Is it ruining this for everybody? I have no
because
idea.
your notes bear no relation to what you say on the show.
Noodle.
At all. I mean, Noodle should come up, but
oh man,
most of it is absolutely gibberish, which is incredible.
It wasn't gibberish. It was my soul on a page.
No idea what you were saying.
Jesus Christ.
If we wanted to like react to every line, we wanted to like reply to every line you said. Because like, wait, what is she picking up on? What is she seeing there?
Oh yeah, because you're not, well, you were watching it with me, but you didn't know what I was reacting to.
Yeah, I didn't know, because I would like catch up, make my own notes, read what you wrote, read what the Tieflingers wrote.
Oh, thanks, guys. I mean, there was some genuine stuff. I was like, maybe they'll understand what this is, but you're right. Maybe it was a little bit too confusing.
Oh shit!
Was it too confusing?
Sorry, the
wow.
Durper Prize just
the Durper Prize has appeared.
I didn't mean to do that.
What if that was like the Durper Prize, like saying, you guys need to fucking start the show?
You need to start the fucking show before Flyboy tells us to.
You did. I went back and I was reading your comments afterwards where you didn't want to join the conversation or whatever. It just instantly became what it was supposed to be. So it was a very natural kind of element. So
love it. I've changed the bumper. Do your R-rated show business today, and we can record a thing.
You know, we've actually thought about doing that, and we probably could do that, especially now that we have a little bit more freedom to like decide when our scheduling is. But there are times when just production wise, it would be more difficult to. But maybe we could do something special.
Yeah,
and, like,
I think
do-
we would most likely stream that on Patreon itself because they
Yeah.
can just stream our video and then we don't have to worry about like.
And we haven't tried that
pulling a
feature
video
yet,
up. Yeah.
which would be really, really cool. One day, Polly. One day.
One day, my friend.
Okay.
We should do like some gifting sub stuff for Patreon as well. We should look into that.
Oh, we
do
really
like some
should.
raffles.
I would love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Are
right,
you ready?
ready?
Let's fucking do it.
Thank you guys for joining us. We're broadcasting in 2 locations. Our YouTube, which is youtube.com/@Ian and Danae, which is where you can catch all of our live streams forever. Our past streams you can find, they still exist over on the CinemaSins Podcast Network channel, which is also on YouTube. We are broadcasting also onto Twitch on my own personal channel, which you can link up to your Amazon Prime if you want to. And then I think all the ads go away. Fingers crossed, I think. We're still figuring that part out, but we're going as ad-free as possible. We've turned off all ads for YouTube and for Twitch. So if you see an ad, that's not our fault.
Well, it was really easy on YouTube because we can't have ads yet. We're not big enough to monetize. So any ads that you see will just be YouTube doing what YouTube does.
Thank you, Link. Yes. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can link it up on Twitch. And all that means is that it allows you to give essentially a free sub to somebody on Twitch. And you can change it from month to month. So you can support us 1 month, or you can support another channel if you want to. Like when I was watching Critical Role every single Thursday, you can bet your sweet ass I supported only Critical Role for a while there.
Critical.
I know.
Yeah.
You can also just support us with your own monies if you want to. You don't have to do it through Amazon. But anyway, thank you guys for being here live. We are an R-rated show. We're about to talk about some Star Trek, as you should know by now, and that's it.
Let's do it. All right. Fuck. I've got the thing up. Let's get rid of that one.
Are you pulsing in the background? Have you hit a pulse?
I'm about to turn it down now. It's off. Pulsing is off.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, you are hearing a warp pulse in the background, Cameron.
Yes, because Ian likes to make noises happen.
I like the engine room noises. It puts me to sleep.
No, your AirPod is great. You did a great job.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Hey, Ian, before we get started.
Yes.
Is it true that your mom would listen to warp core noises while she was pregnant with you?
It's a myth.
Okay. I guess I could have just asked her. That'd been weird, though.
Yeah, fun story. I mean, she definitely watched a lot of Star Trek while pregnant, so the warp core noise would have been there.
I thought I remembered you saying that once, but now that I know you better, I think you would have said it as a way to emphasize how much of a nerd you were, and I took you literally.
Yeah, fully to emphasize, and I took that personally.
This might be a good time to mention that maybe some of my family thinks that's true.
I mean, they can believe that.
Okay.
It's not beyond the realms of what's possible.
Okay.
Oh, it's so sad. Why did I start with that image? Let's do this one. That's better. Yikes.
This fucking episode, man.
Fucking yikes. Okay.
Let's get into it.
Welcome to 10 Forward, the part of the show where we grab something from the Replicator.
Not any flowers.
No flowers, and share our immediate thoughts and feelings on the episode we just watched together. Most important thing first. Ambassador Danae.
Yes.
What would you like from the Replicator?
I would like to have 3 different kinds of flowers and no. Just whatever was being made in the kitchen after the merger.
Yeah, I want the eggs.
I want that.
Yeah,
what?
I want the eggs.
They were eggs?
Yeah, somebody was like, so specifically, what's burning over here? And they said, my eggs, could you flip them for me?
No. I don't want the burnt eggs. I want the crepes.
Oh, the crepes, the mushroom crepes?
But the updated crepe with a little bit of extra spice to enhance the flavor of mushrooms.
Spice.
Oh, less spice.
Neelix made them too spicy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did what they did. They clearly had the better person. Ambassador, give us a synopsis.
In today's episode, we have...
I hope I can leave that pause in the edit.
Perhaps the worst transporter accident that has ever existed in this show ever. And I know people have died, and I now know that dogs have died, but...
For one guy, it was the worst. Everyone else, it was fine.
This is an episode about the creation of new life and murder.
Yeah. Brave New World.
Oh, and threesomes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the potential introduction of polyamory in two, and the rejection of all.
Yeah.
That's it. That's my synopsis.
Is that all you're giving us? Is that it?
That is all this episode is about.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
What else happens in this episode?
The moral dilemma, the qualm, the what do I do? Was it right? The trolley problem.
You think that's what Janeway was thinking about at the very end? I think she was contemplating a bath.
I think she was contemplating leaving the ship.
I don't know. All
right, Ambassador. Overall thoughts and feelings before we get into the nitty gritty of an infamous episode of Star Trek.
Wow. This episode's dark and lacks fun of pretty much any kind. I don't know how to recommend this episode to anybody. It is certainly a what the fuck fun Trek episode. What a way to kick off the new season.
I mean, it fits the theme, doesn't it?
Yeah,
there was
literally a moment when I was like, oh, now I get it. It's not just like an oopsie moment, that like a little accident. The part that makes it so what the fuck is the conundrum of killing Tuvix.
Yeah.
I don't know if I liked it. I don't know if I liked it, but I'm also like on the back foot a bit because Voyager is not my, like I haven't really spent a lot of time in Voyager world.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm familiar enough, but like Janeway was a surprise to me. Like how she is was a surprise to me.
Ain't used to it.
Like everybody was like, oh, I think I'm familiar with this. Oh, I forgot about that. But then it all changes because we have a new creature to pay attention to.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And I just had I found myself having a lot more questions than I usually do about this show in general. So I don't know that I connected deeply to it. It was more just like an oopsie episode, you know?
It is one of...
I want to say it's like a light watch because not a lot happens, but it's not at all. Like, I don't know who would watch. I don't know who you would recommend this particular one to unless you're doing a deep dive into transporter accidents. And then this is like an absolute must.
Oh yeah. Deep dive into murder. Yeah, it's an infamous episode because of mainly the choice that Janeway makes at the end. And I mean, the what the fuckness of it all at the very beginning is just Tuvok and Neelix merging, a bizarre transporter accident, making a brand new merger of a character. And you could have had a lot of fun with that. There's a lot of things you could have done with exploring the merging two exact opposites. And we don't really ever explore that in this episode. It kind of stays very much in the dark pocket of losing two people and then coming to terms with killing this new person. So yeah, it is just, it probably goes down in history as the second most infamous episode
of
Voyager because of, I think it's how quickly that resolution comes around and how unanimous the resolution is. Or the de-resolution.
There's only one person who steps up, and that's the doctor who found a way to do it anyway.
Yeah. And that's programming. That's programming. He's designed to not do that.
Yeah. Stardate 49655.2 is a fucked up day. Let's just say that.
Yes. I love that you made a note of that. That's amazing. All right, let's get into it. We open up with Tuvok and Neelix on a planet finding a plant, fruit, whatever, a flower that's going to be valuable for eating.
Nutritional supplement.
Yes. Exactly.
Can I say, though, that, like, for the record, I think we need to I feel like I need to state this.
We're not okay with murder.
Justice for Noodle. And that's what I'm calling Neelix Tuvok combination,
Tuvix.
Whatever. I don't like the name Tuvix. I like the name Noodle. So I'm going to call him Noodle.
Can I ask where Noodle came from?
Just my imagination.
That's fair.
As I was trying to like recall the name and all the X's and the 2's and whatnot that are flying around on the screen.
I prefer
I like that much better. And then Noodle came to me, and I think it's because it's just, I don't know, it seemed right at the time. So I'm going to call him Noodle for this. Not because noodles are derpy, but because it's just what popped into my imagination, and I'm going to forget his actual name, which goes against what I'm about to say, which is I prefer him over Tuvok and Neelix.
Over Tuvok as well?
Well, yeah, but you have to remember I have very little interaction with these people.
I guess I thought you had more.
How fucking cool is this creature? I mean,
he's
he
great.
looks insane. Like, I literally was like, oh, when he came out of the transporter, when he appears, I was like, I am uncomfortable.
They didn't. It's like they deliberately didn't make him appealing.
Well, it was
like
just
kind of wispy hair.
Well, it was such an interesting thing. And I feel like if I understood the characters better, I would really appreciate the acting even more, because I felt like it was just this beautiful sort of pull of both. And then these hand gestures that kind of like, I was like, does Neelix do that?
Really is. It really is a great merger of the two characters.
But sorry.
No, go on.
The person who acted.
Yeah, I was just about to get his name.
Yeah, just look up who acted from who is Noodle.
Tim Wright does an incredible job of merging Tuvok and Neelix, and the moments where he shifts between them as well, like specifically when he's looking for a duty and he tries to convince Janeway and he's very Neelix, and then when he describes his role as tactical officer, he's very Tuvok. Like, there's a very good shift between the two personas. I think he nails it.
And the reason that I wanted to start off by saying that is because I feel like it's an important part of me reflecting on this episode, is that I liked this merger character much more than I liked the introduction or the reintroduction of Neelix and Tuvok when they're on the planet getting this flower, this orchid or whatever. Because so sometimes the chat will throw things up from time to time when we say different characters, and often when it's Neelix, like all of a sudden I'll see cheese and I'll see like strange things that are mentioned, and I get the vibe that Neelix annoys people
very much. Very much.
And I immediately wanted him to just go away. So I think part of my love of Noodle is that he did go away, but he was sort of merged in with this other character that sort of balanced him a little bit. So
this is why I would love Tuvok and Tuvix. I think Neelix does get shit on a lot, and Neelix gets a lot better in the later seasons. But early on, especially the first 3 seasons, he is insufferable and hugely problematic. And you're gonna figure out why he's hugely problematic in this episode.
Do you mean Tuvix?
No, Neelix. Neelix is very problematic. Tuvok's great.
Well, Tuvok. Because what they're talking about is at the beginning is sort of this back and forth sort of friendly jibe, and I was really
is it friendly?
Well, I think Neelix thought that it was, but I found him to be aggressive and rude. He called him Mr. Vulcan. Like, fuck off with that shit, right? Like, why are you saying Mr. Vulcan? Do you say Mr. Human to everybody else on the ship? Does he?
No.
So he's just
singles out Tuvok for that one, Mr. Vulcan.
He can fucking go away. I was so annoyed. I even wrote, did he just say Mr. Vulcan in my notes, because I was really annoyed by him. And then he sort of is, you need to be less you. And then Tuvok says, it is impossible for me to be more or less like I am me. Like,
you're being more Tuvokian than usual.
Right. And then at the end of their interaction back and forth, Tuvok says, can you be less like yourself, going against what he just said? So it was just a really...
No, but I think that's deliberate, because he's being sarcastic there, because he's like, could you do that? Instead of trying to change me, what if I asked you to change you? Can you be any less you? Because Tuvok isn't asking him to do that. He didn't start that. Neelix started it by asking Tuvok to be less Tuvok. So I feel like Tuvok is countering by saying, could you do the same?
Yeah,
as well? Because that would be great for me.
Yeah, you're right. And sarcasm is a bit lost on the Vulcan sort of
I think that's about as sarcastic as he could get. I don't think he was genuinely... I don't feel like he was genuinely asking that, more like it was a retort to say, how about you try it then?
The next thing that immediately pisses me off, and I hope to not derail the idea of going kind of like moment to moment, but then they're beamed up, right? But before they're beamed up, there's this moment of something's wrong with the transporter, which sort of alludes to there being an issue. And what really pisses me off is that if there is any question about a transporter, you beam something else first. You don't say, oh, hey, let's try. He says, let's try again.
Yeah, let's try again.
Kim 2 away team ready to bring you back, energized. And it's like, let's try again before a test. And I guess the idea is that the computer systems have run the test and they feel confident.
Yeah.
But this is all on Kim. This whole episode's Kim's fault.
Oh, complete. And so much is on Kim in Voyager.
Oh, really?
Yes. So much is his fault. I mean, so much. But there is a casualness with the transporter that there should not be. And this is a fantastic pairing with last week's episode, which is also a transporter accident episode. Super quickly, there's an issue with the transporter. Kirk gets beamed up, but only the nice part of him gets beamed up. A few seconds later, all of his evilness gets beamed up into a separate being. That doesn't matter. What does matter is Scotty and his little engineer friend says, we've got a problem with the transporter. Go and get this device so that we can fix it.
Okay.
And before that comes back, they beam up Kirk. Before the diagnostic tool comes back, Scotty's like, well, gonna beam you up, Captain.
Oh, boy.
And so the casualness with this machine, it should be, if there is anything wrong with the transporter, we're not using it.
Yeah.
We have shuttles.
Yeah.
We'll land the fucking ship.
Yeah.
We will leave them behind.
Yeah.
What you do not do is use a different transporter room.
This is how I feel about using apps to order food. You know, just
Wait.
go through the drive-thru. You don't need to download something that has all these problems just to have one less interaction with it.
Do you know how often drive-through orders are fucked up, especially with my English accent?
Oh, so many are. It's fucked no matter what.
They
I'm
can't
sure,
mishear me if I type it into the app. I haven't had any app orders go wrong other than Taco Bell.
But anyway.
Anyway, moving on.
But here's my notes. One to be min. There's something wrong, sir. There's one pattern. And they go, is it Tuvok or Neelix? And he's like, neither. And then Kim goes, abort. Like, at what point
the
does
computer
that
should step in and
then
abort?
Kill both of like?
Well, I think abort means like beam them back down.
Okay.
But I feel like the computer should kick in. Like there is so much manual shit that happens on a starship that should just be the computer stepping in and like cutting off phasers, cutting off torpedoes, raising shields. Never once should Picard have to say raise shields.
I agree. But I'm also just thinking they have to have had so much conversation about protocol, because if I was that person and you said abort, I just hit the cancel button and then everything would go away. But anyway, then my next notes are in all caps. Oh God, what is that abomination? Who is that? What is going on? Because we get to see
of what you
this
said.
thing. Oh, really? What did I say?
As soon as he appears, you said, oh God, fucking hell, oh no.
It was...
Yeah, wild. That's what you said out loud.
It's odd because I don't know why I had such a visceral reaction to this creature
because
that I typed was an
weird.
abomination, but like truly, this is great creature work. This is so fun to see. They genuinely attempted to take two characters that are visually instantly recognizable for any Voyager fan and merge them in such a way that you would look at it and go, oh, I can see, X character or Y character.
The makeup job here is fantastic. And the casting is obviously great. It is such a good merger and an eerie one. Like there is a creepiness to this creature that is... He ends up being really adorable in a lot of ways, but initially you're like, whoa!
Well, this is the thing, is that we're introduced to this thing, and then it has this sort of... So Neelix, I think, has golden eyes?
I think
is that
so.
right?
Hang on, I've got
They're
an
sort
image
of like
him
a golden color.
Well, they kind of change over the season, but
interesting.
Yeah, they are gold. They are gold. Yeah.
And then I don't know if Tuvok has brown, but
I think so.
They turn them into this sort of muddled, sort of almost red
tiger
tone.
print.
It was really like off-putting because it had a bit of this. If you're making a character and you're wanting to just give the immediate visual that they're evil, this is the kind of character you would make, because it has that really reddish toned eyes.
Yeah, I guess
like an inset eye, sort of dark around, like maybe didn't get a lot of sleep sort of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Eyebrows that are angled, like maybe a bit angry. And then the acting is what sells the actual character. But the first thing that you're seeing is like, oh God, just.
Oh my God.
So
it reminds me of, and maybe two people will get this reference, but in Bean the movie, one of the Mr. Bean fucks up a painting and he reveals it to his friend, the art director person of the museum. And the guy just goes, oh God, no, oh no, oh no. And he said, put it away. I was like, okay, let me look at it again. Mr. Bean reveals it. Oh God, Jesus, Mother Mary, no. That's the reaction I get whenever I see Tuvix.
And everything is merged, even the clothing and the hair patterns that they're trying to kind of put together. And
let's talk about the clothing.
Okay.
How the fuck did it merge that? How did the flower merge the uniforms so perfectly? This might be the biggest Star Trek science bullshit in any episode. The fact that the flower
patterns
perfectly merged them in a way that allowed them to live, and they didn't come up with like 7 arms, no face, and an asshole. It's amazing that it made a humanoid, but the clothing is next level because the clothing isn't a living organism thing.
Right.
It should be naked or squished into whatever it is. It shouldn't be tailored this perfectly. That orchid has got a beautiful eye for tailoring. It's great, but it's utter nonsense.
Yeah, it would have been really, really funny if it was Neelix's body style shoved into Tuvok's clothing so it didn't fit properly or something like that. But yeah, that was I didn't think about that.
I had the Discord, the Captain's Pod Discord on the Ian and the Captain's Pod channel on the Ian and Danae Discord blew up over the last 2 days. Hundreds of messages about Tuvix and so many great conversations about the bullshit science as well, and just how much nonsense this is. And one of my favorite comments was, shouldn't it have twice the mass? Shouldn't Tuvix be bigger? 2 people's worth of mass as well?
Yeah, it was. It's
where did
also
the rest of the mass go?
But we're not even considering that. Then they introduced that there's a third life form.
Yeah, the flower,
which is the flower.
It conveniently has no effect on his biology.
I would have loved to have seen, just as he turned around, this sort of little plant thing coming out of the back of the head. That instead of this hair sort of Neelix sort of hair thing, that it was actually what's that game, Pikmin? Do you know the game
Pikmin?
They have just the little plant thing on the top of the head with a little flower, just something to represent that this other life form is also present.
Just like a kid in a sunflower costume, it's just petals around the face.
Oh boy. I was really alarmed also by how calm and cool Janeway was. Can we talk about that?
Honestly,
is this just how she is?
It's one of my biggest nitpicks with the episode is how fine everyone is with the potential death of Tuvok and Neelix. They are very calm in assuming that Tuvix can be unmerged, even a couple of weeks in. They're kind of okay with it. I don't feel like they're really bothered by it until the doctor says we can't do this anymore. We can't. I'll keep researching, but this is looking unlikely.
Yeah, I thought that at the 2-week point they had already decided that that there was no cure and they had to just kind of move on. That's what I thought, but I can't remember. It's probably in my notes. We'll figure that out as we go. But
yeah, they are very calm about losing 2 crew members, which they have. They aren't anywhere just because you have Tuvix in front of you. And those 2 are still gone.
They're also really quick to just completely integrate him as an officer. But I feel like this is because the more that I'm thinking about it, the situation of Voyager is unique in that they're separated from Starfleet, right? So it's not like they can say, hey, we're going to take you to the nearest base and we're going to get this figured out. And
we'll let Starfleet
decide.
Medical deal with it at a starbase.
Right.
Yeah.
They're sort of on their own in the world.
There is an acceleration to getting problems solved. Yeah, correct.
Do you think that's what makes Janeway's decision make sense for this show? Is that she is essentially wanting 2 crew members instead of 1?
I think it makes sense for the writers who wrote themselves into a corner and had to get Tim Russ and Ethan Phillips back. I don't know, because they lose crew members. There is a there is an efficiency, and we'll get deeper into this towards the end of the episode because it's the meaty stuff. There is an efficiency to having her two officers back, but you're losing what you had in Tuvix, who she said was it's not like he was a potato. He was a great officer and actually did better than Neelix and Tuvok did in either of their roles. And honestly, Neelix, fuck him. He's a shit cook. We can survive without him. He's a morale officer, but he's a shitty morale officer, to be completely honest. If you're putting it,
the shitting on Neelix is a thing. It's just like a thing.
I'm sorry. I love Ethan Phillips, and there are Neelix episodes I love, but I don't like him. Seasons 1 through 3, he should be put off the ship. I do not like him. But yeah, I don't, purely from like that standpoint, it doesn't make super sense to me. Like I think it makes sense to Janeway purely because she's known them longer.
Well, it's something that kind of I'm realizing, and I have a lot of questions about Voyager in general, but and because I was doing like live notes on our Tieflingers Discord channel, one of my questions was about like Neelix's, like why they're cooking and things like that. So it's fun to see some of those answers popping up.
That's a good question.
So Sci-Fi said that they're cooking because it helps to minimize the strain on the replicator, which makes sense. And I think I have to kind of remember this whole episode is through this lens of survival in a way that I haven't had to think about when we're doing Star Trek. So a lot of my reaction to like, this is stupid, I think I need to kind of roll back on that and go, oh, they're in a different.
Yeah, every episode has the lens of being on a deserted island where everything is more difficult, like Equinox. And the crew of the Equinox took a different path by murdering aliens for fuel to get home faster. That could have been a path that Janeway took with Voyager. So
that's interesting. I mean, it seemed though that Noodle did a pretty good job acclimating to his duties, that the Neelix part of him helped the Tuvok part of him, and the Tuvok part helped the Neelix as well. And so it seemed like it was an enhancement. And the show gives that vibe that people are like, hey, it's Noodle. Cool. It's good to see you, man. And then all of a sudden everyone turns on him at the end. But it was still sort of like this very casual reaction to a new being, very quickly acclimating into the environment. And
that's definitely jarring for me, how quickly he settles in.
I was very, very relieved because it seemed that the episode was immediately telegraphing this Kes being pushed into a relationship with Noodle. And that was very uncomfortable for me. And I was very, very, very concerned that I was going to be like in a situation on the show where we would need to talk about that. But we don't, because though it kind of kicks. So Kes is, I wrote in my notes, shouldn't Kes be excused right now? And then the show addresses that through Noodle saying, this must be difficult for you. Do you want to be excused? And she's like, no. And
yeah, she should not be conducting these exams on the result of her partner dying. Like, that's what it comes down to. And yeah, the doctor gives a little bit of a look, and I get it from the doctor because he's new and he hasn't got the personality that we're used to. He's still very much a computer program. Well, he's only 2 seasons in. Like, he hasn't got his emotions yet. He hasn't like developed. Yeah. He hasn't developed into the doctor that we know. So
because I actually have that.
Is kind of understandable.
Okay, I had that in my notes that it just seemed like not what I remember.
Yeah, he's not there.
He's a bit of an ass.
Yeah.
So, okay, why is the chat saying Kes is 2 years old?
Okay, so this is what we're going to get into, but I want to be a bit more seamless. I don't want to just reference the chat.
It kind of goes back and forth because we're talking about like their relationship. I assume that they were in like an actual like romantic relationship.
Okay, so this is a great time to get into the Kes and Neelix.
Let's do it. Let's do it right now before I have more notes on that. Yeah.
So
who is Kes?
How am I gonna do this? Give me a minute.
Okay. Can I tell you who I think Kes is?
Yes.
She is adorable. I love her clothes. Yeah. I'm pretty sure she was wearing like a little velvet jumper at one point in time with like a little
lots of velvet.
Anyway, I really like her clothes a lot.
And
what is she? Is she is she an alien?
Kes is an Ocampan. She is an alien.
Ocampan?
Yes, Ocampan.
Okay,
so
what the fuck is an Ocampan?
Neelix, no, don't, because I'm going to tell you what it is and you're going to start Googling.
Okay,
and
sorry.
jump ahead.
I apologize. Sorry. No, Compin is.
So, because I got to know how I've got to edit this into how to like seamlessly edit this into our conversation.
This is not seamless already?
No.
Oh, God damn it.
So, yes. Kes should have a problem dealing with Tuvix because she is in a relationship with Neelix, so that's going to be difficult. Which, let's just explain Neelix and Kes. They have joined Voyager when they landed in the Delta Quadrant.
They both joined at the same time.
They both joined at the same time because they are a couple. So the first planet that Voyager finds is Ocampa. I think that's the name of it.
Okay.
And it's filled with Ocampans.
Right.
Neelix is Kes's boyfriend. They're together.
Yeah.
Ocampans only live for 9 years.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, okay.
That's their like kind of quirk. Kes is 2 years old. They fully mature after about 6 months. 6 to 9 months, I think.
Their birthing process is painful.
Well, no, they come out a baby, but then they rapidly grow and they rapidly mature. But yeah, she is 2 years old and Neelix is just a normal age.
I'm sorry. I'm processing a lot right now.
Said Neelix is problematic? Neelix is problematic.
Why are we saying that?
Because he is with this 2-year-old.
But by Ocampin, it's like dog years.
Kind of, but also...
I'm not worried about that. That's why Neelix is problematic?
There's lots of episodes that kind of speak to this as well, where he is very possessive. So she wants to explore the universe because she doesn't have many years to do it. And Neelix is like, yeah, but I want to tie you down and have a family, basically. But that's fine for you, Neelix.
That's what he says?
Because in 9 years, you get to have a new partner. And he kind of suppresses her selfishly and wants her to be his.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Because he thinks he knows what's best for her and treats her like a child as well.
Well, that's frustrating and weird because if he treats her like a child but not a partner, that's even weirder.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
I now really don't like Neelix.
Yeah.
And I maybe just don't want to watch Voyager ever again. Kitty, get your little toesy woesies off of that couch.
Oh, Kitty
Mr. Bird, you there?
So that's why she's feeling some kind of way about Tuvix.
So shouldn't she be kind of glad that she's free of him then?
Well, no, because at this
she
point,
loves him.
She genuinely has been written to love Neelix.
Okay.
So at this point, they do break up in season 3, I think. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just watching this cat wreak havoc on stuff.
Do you want to kick him out?
Oh, kitty. Oh, kitty, come. Oh, he's doing cute things. Oh. Right now he's sniffing a pillow. He's curling up. Oh, he's making him little biscuits on a pillow. Can I go touch him?
Yeah. I would turn the camera, but the lights are off, so you would just see darkness.
I'm so sorry. Impulse control. But I don't think it's weird age-wise because it's like dog years. Like recently I had to tell Iris that even though the dogs are only like 7, that they're actually more like 49.
Yeah, true. But they do mature quicker, but she still only has 2 years of life experience. Like and he does get very pat on the head and is like, oh, you're still young. You don't understand these things. There's a thing where Tom is attracted to Kes and Neelix gets extremely jealous of Tom because he assumes he's basically like, oh, all men are like this and men are going to come after you and stuff like that. And that's the most like uncomfortable thing with Neelix. And that is throughout season 1 and 2.
So that's obviously influencing how you're seeing Kes in this particular episode. So do you feel like from a Voyager as a whole standpoint, this is the writers sort of showcasing that Kes really loves Neelix, the individual?
In service of making this a difficult choice, yes. Like and I do think, I mean, it's hard because there is an element of loving the one that you're with as well. Like she has been, I don't want to say she's been groomed, but Neelix is the only partner she's been with. And he's been with her since she was even younger than 2. So Yes, I believe that she loves him, but I don't know how deep that love is. I don't know how.
You don't know how Ocampans work.
I don't know how Ocampans work, so I'm just using like a lot of my thoughts about how this is a little bit icky. But for this episode, yes, she loves him because it helps make it a problematic choice to kill Tuvix.
How many other Ocampans have we seen? Like in Star Trek, like in a show where they're on.
It's only in Voyager.
So this is it.
This is it, yeah.
Because do you think that they're like, nope, that's a problematic species?
I don't know. They're a Delta Quadrant species. I don't think it's problematic. I don't think Star Trek thinks it's problematic. I just think the way Neelix was with her was problematic.
Okay, so interesting stuff.
Right.
The age stuff is not bothering me because I don't understand the species, and a 2-year-old might be the equivalent of a 30-year-old. I don't understand that. Maybe their minds process a lot. You guys are going to have different experiences with this because how she's portrayed will influence how you see her. If the show is portraying her as a child, then I think that's really fucking weird.
No, the show isn't doing that. I would probably say like early 20s. Probably Jennifer Lyon's age, the actor that plays her.
Interesting. So how did they get onto Voyager? Like they agreed to just take her because she wants to see the world before she dies?
Yeah, the planet they're on is an absolute shithole, to be honest. And there's not much appealing about it. She wants to explore the universe. Neelix will go wherever Kes goes. And Neelix says, I will be your guide to the Delta Quadrant as long as, like, just give us a ship and give us food. And bring us with you and we will be your guides.
So, okay. Voyager is in a situation where they're surviving and they take on 2 passengers because they need to have a guide. Is that right?
Well, this was more of a Starfleet thing. They were kind of, he bargained their way onto the ship, and I think Janeway would have just like accepted their plea for asylum. But Neelix was like, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And Janeway's like, okay, you can come.
Okay. What a weird decision to make.
Yeah, just immediately bring them on board as soon as you get to the Delta Quadrant.
But just like even as writers of a show, how strange is it to like decide to make a dynamic like that part of your regular TV watching?
Yeah, I agree. It's tricky. They did do some interesting things with it, but also very icky things.
Yeah. Cool. So we have a murderous captain.
Yeah.
And we have a very strange relationship, even for our little puny human brains to comprehend through the lens of sci-fi fantasy show.
Yeah.
And then we have an incompetent transporter guy, an angry, snarky doctor that insults people really easily.
Yeah. A lot of that. A lot of that in the early days of Voyager.
Why do you watch Voyager as a Star Trek fan?
Because it's great.
Okay.
Because the survival element is interesting. There's a lot more survival stuff in the early seasons. So the character stuff that I lack in the early seasons is made up for by like the survival element that we get a little bit of. But the first 2 seasons are very rough, like most Star Trek. Very, very rough. Kicks into gear season 3, 4 onwards. But I love the crew, first and foremost. Like, I think the crew is really interesting. When the Doctor gets his personality, that's super duper interesting. There are some really great philosophical episodes as well. And I think this is one of them. It's not a great episode, but it does ask interesting philosophical questions at the end. But, I love it mainly for the characters, for sure.
Interesting philosophical question. Let's get into it. So obviously Cass is struggling throughout this episode because she loves Neelix.
Yes.
But she's also face to face with a person, whole entire person.
A unique individual that thinks he loves her.
Right. That's interesting.
Because he has Neelix's emotions and memories.
I guess we should say that in this like beginning part when they're talking, she asks, are you two minds? Are you separate?
Yeah, I think that's a great question to ask.
Inside they're talking to each other. And the answer was, am I suffering from multiple personality disorder? I've got memories of both men, but a single consciousness.
Yes.
So they're echoes of who Neelix and Tuvok were. They're not.
Mm-hmm. He has one voice in his head.
Noodle
one
is
stream
Noodle.
of consciousness. Noodle is Noodle. Has the memories
pulling
of
on memories,
both men,
but is a completely new individual. So
Correct,
it's not like suddenly Neelix is talking to her, or Tuvok is talking to Paris. You know, it is a new person pulling on memories,
which is a
so
really cool thing to clarify. Like, I really like that they ask that question.
But he's also like stupid, because Kes says sit still for 20 minutes and he doesn't, and that really bothered me in that particular one.
Can I tell you my sin for this? Well, can I tell you my issue?
Yeah.
That's really brutal. He's coming up with a name and he's just like, Tuvix. And Kes agrees and calls him Tuvix. And my note is, don't name the pet. Because as soon as you name it, you get attached.
No, he calls himself Nevok, and I love Nevok. I thought that was so much better than whatever.
No, I love that. It reminded me of like adopting a puppy. Like, if you take a kid to adopt a puppy, don't let them name the puppy, because then you're stuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like about that though.
Sorry.
So I don't know. How is this like for? We have this character that enters the world. We've established now that Noodle is one, that Tuvix is like one person, a new being.
Yeah.
Interacting with everyone on the ship, interacting with the captain, interacting with Kes. And I'm going to struggle a bit with which personality element is talking like over the other. Tuvok is a bit lost for me.
I mean, he is like
he's kind of lost
the
in there.
Stereotypical. Yeah, he does get a bit lost, but I would say his like analytical, logical side is where he comes up, and then when he gets more effluent, that's Neelix. But he definitely leans more Neelix than Tuvok for sure.
Yeah, there was more personality, like kind of coming out. The sort of direct Vulcan-esque sort of was a little bit lost on me. Like, but it was weird because as Noodle's talking to Kes, for example, I'm automatically thinking, oh, that's Neelix talking, but was Tuvok talking in there too? Like,
well, it's both.
How did you how could you sort of tell as Noodle was talking?
It's a merger. I don't see them as bouncing between person to person. When he was talking about his duties specifically, I saw more of a shift. And when he's at his duty station on the bridge, I see more Tuvok. When he's talking to Kes, I see more Neelix. So I see shades of both of them. But it really is a merger. And I think Tim Wright does a... Tom Wright? Damn it. I've lost his name. Fuck. Bollocks. I just deleted that note.
Amalgamations are not always 50-50. You're not wrong about that.
Tim Wright does a great job of balancing that line, I think. So I really do see them as a merger of both.
Interesting. Okay. I do think, looking at my notes, the next thing is that we talk about there's no cause or method of separation. The captain asks how he's feeling, and he mentions being exhilarated, that in the last 24 hours, all of these tests have, like, you know, that they've gone under, and that they want to be a tactical officer. And she's just like surprised that this being has named itself Tuvix, and the doctor basically says, I would be grateful if you would get this guy out of here. And then he goes to work. So he goes to work before that 2-week point. I think at that point, it'd only been 24 hours.
Yes, correct.
So he goes to work right away.
Yep.
And the crew seems to be accepting him, you know, like Janeway even says something about, you're as fair-minded as you are lovely, or something, and that, you know, flattery gets you nowhere. So there's an exchange of her recognizing that her friends are in there somewhere, you know? Yeah. But yeah, there's basically no idea what's going on. And they figure out quickly after that, I think, that it was the flower that messed with some biochemical and analytical bullshit going on.
Yeah, they have the standard Star Trek briefing where we explain the research. They have no idea why this has happened because the transporter is working perfectly.
Right.
There is no glitch. There's no reason this should have happened. And Tuvix suddenly jumps up and says, sex!
Yes. And I was joking around about that. And I was like, sexy, there is. It was sex. I said that.
And I was like, no, there is no sex in this episode.
There is.
Such a dumb way. Symbiogenesis is not sex. Like, that's even the way they described it. It's just such a weird outburst that I think they were just trying to, I don't know, shock value or something.
Yeah, it's
it
like
felt weird. When
you're gonna have sex, you really said, do you want to? I mean, you can say, do you want to have sex, but you don't ever say like, do you want to cause symbiogenesis? Would you like to make a third unique species hybrid?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to merge pollination? How about some molecular fluxing? You don't say that.
You don't say that.
Mm-mm.
But the entire scene is it's a standard like Trek technobabble scene, and it's just to get to the answer very, very quickly. There's nothing really comes out of this other than keep working on that theory. I was like, no, that's not just the theory. That is the answer. Like, you nailed it in one. Tuvix got exactly what happened perfectly right. Like, and then that's the end of the scene. Like, he gets this as if the plant is whispering in his brain.
Yeah.
This is what happened to
Honestly,
you.
I would have loved that if all of a sudden his little petals started to sort of shiver and he just like.
The flower is telling me. But what this does lead to is Paris and B'Elanna going down to the planet, bringing more of the plants back up to try and experiment it. They replicate what happened exactly. And that leads to, this is impossible. I can't. The doctor says, I've tried this, was it 100 times, 20 times? Basically, he cannot separate the plants, which are very basic, which means he definitely can't separate Tuvok and Neelix, who are way more complicated. So this is where I struggled a little bit because my brain is like, I know Tuvok and Neelix come back.
Right. Well, that's the issue with it, right?
Yeah, hammering this in and making it seem impossible. I get it's really, you've got to put yourself in the mind of, this is just making it impossible for the crew. Like, this is making sure they come to terms with it. You have to put your episode of the week brain kind of to one corner. Know that Tuvok and Neelix are going to come back and just bond with the crew over the fact that they don't know they're on a TV show. So did that affect your viewing of it? Like, knowing, well, I know Tuvix doesn't hang around.
Yeah.
So did it affect your investment, or could you put that to one side?
No, it absolutely did, because I thought, how brave would the show be if they allowed this character to actually stay on the ship for like half of a season?
That'd be wild.
And actually allow it to develop some sort of a relationship before it decides that seeing all of the people suffer with the loss of their two shipmates, that it decides itself, I'm calling it it, sorry, Noodle, to like go back. And it's the same kind of thing. And of 4.5 Vulcans in a way. We have this situation where a new person is made who wants to stay that person. But at least in Strange New Worlds, there was a very quick resolution.
They didn't go deep
that they
at
didn't
all.
even show, but they insinuated that Spock had this, special Vulcan merger to figure out and call them back to their humanity, or call them back to their, like, to themselves. And we got to see a little bit of how that played off with his relationship with La'an.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
So we kind of got to see how it played out sort of in this meditative space that we at least believed, even though it happened in the breadth of a commercial break, that they had come to that conclusion themselves and agreed to return back to who they were before.
In the mind space, yeah. It's way less problematic than Tuvix, and for me, less interesting. This is way more interesting than 4.5 Vulcans. I think there's way more stakes, way more passion in this, way more fuck-upitude. I prefer this 1,000,000 times over 4.5 Vulcans.
I mean, we keep kind of like getting to that end point, but it's such a fucking mind fuck that, like, Janeway marches this man to under threat of security to his death, and in front of everyone puts this whatever in his body and then beams him out of the room, returning him back to two people. And they don't even let it have a moment where Tuvok and Neelix both go thanks.
No,
because they don't fucking know anything that's happened, I don't think.
That's one of my favorite parts. We're jumping right to the end, but it's one of my favorite.
Jesus Christ.
It's one of my favorite parts of the episode. It ends. The only important reaction there is Janeway's, and she can't even be in the same room as Neelix and Twix. Like, she can't even acknowledge
Did you
them.
say Twix?
Did I say Twix?
That's a dog's name.
Probably. She can't even be in the same room as Neelix and Tuvok because of what they're returning means. So all we get is her turning around, happy to have you back, leaves the room, somber face, bit of a thought, end the fucking episode. I love that it just ends. I love that. Like, there is no like Tuvok and Neelix kind of talking to each other and like kind of going through like what they I would kind of like that. I would like that scene, but I don't know where you put it.
Well,
and I love that it just ends. I love that it's just this happened, done, deal with it.
Well, the crazy thing to think about is like if they knew they were in there somewhere, because we were told they weren't in there somewhere.
No, and I don't think they were.
We were told that they are.
I think the memories were, and that's it.
Maybe, but there's no conversation about that. I don't even know if it's probably ever mentioned again. And I do have to say too.
It is not.
So this kind of all started with, would you have, like, how did it feel to know that the two characters are coming back? That was the part that bothered me a bit, is I was enjoying this new character, and I know it's not going to stick around because this is not a seasonal show. This is an episode to episode. So it's just, you're watching the clock going, and when is this going to happen? What's shocking is how it happens. And that's the point. That's the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I knew he was going to go away. Seeing how the writers decide to make this problem go away was really twisted. And it reminds me a bit, and I know I'm like talking about Strange New Worlds, but it's because we just finished watching that. There's the episode when little baby Captain Kirk murders 8,000 plus people. And he's talking to, or baby captain is fine, I think.
Lieutenant.
Who needs actual? That doesn't matter. And he's talking to Pike, and Pike is explaining, this is something you have to live with. And at the very last moment, you're watching Jamie walk away, just sort of going, like, I don't know if she's stuffing it way down deep inside, or like
she is burying. This is Cisco going, I can't live with it. Like, there is so much happening in her brain.
Yeah.
She's like, this is a long journey. She's not even 2 years into the journey, like barely 2 years into the journey home. So she is like, is this the worst thing I'm ever going to have to do? Why did I do that? Did I do that for my crew, or did I do that because I want Tuvok back? Tuvok is her best friend.
Oh,
Tuvok is her best friend in the entire fucking world. Yes.
Oh, Lord.
So this is where it gets really fucking messy, because it's like, did you do that for efficiency, or because one of them was your best friend? It's very easy for her to be angry at Tuvix and to kill a person that she's mad at, because in her head, she's like, you're killing Tuvok. I'm going to kill you to save Tuvok. And that's what I think is in her head. And that's what I think she's wrestling with bottom line, I want Tuvok back. How I feel now, fuck it. I'll live with it. I'll get over it. It's fine. But I don't want to regret not bringing Tuvok back when I had the chance. I don't even think it's about the math of 2 versus 1. I think it is all about Tuvok.
Wow. Okay. I am unpacking a lot. I have a question. I think that's going to help me understand something. When we play Baldur's Gate and we fuck up, we hit the save button and we go back. Is that not something we can do with pattern buffer? Like, can we not just reload?
I mean, if the writers
20 seconds ago pattern, like, is that not something that we can do?
Yeah, if the writers wanted them to, they could have done. Absolutely.
So
because they do this with Riker, like, essentially.
Oh,
the Riker gets split into 2 Rikers in an episode.
Oh no.
So the transporter can do that.
Maybe yes.
But that's
sorry. What?
But that's not as interesting. That's not as interesting
it is,
as in
it's
this
not.
situation.
No,
of course
not. Of course not. That's weird.
But if you're being true with transporter technology, then yes.
So
you should
she
be,
could have
clones
Tuvok
anyway.
back.
Yeah, but the writers decided that wasn't possible.
But I'm talking about like in the world.
I mean, this made up technology, I guess. Yeah, but I think so. But it's all made up, so it's hard to say.
But do you think though that like, okay, so one day you don't want to go to work, you just go load it in and you just drop in another person of yourself. Now there's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that Star Trek has played with? Maybe not in that setup, but you know that there's 2. There's 2 people.
Not exactly. Like the closest would be an episode where
Boimler with a mustache. Just reminded.
Yeah, Boimler with a beard.
So we do have 2, based on transporter though.
Yeah, he was duplicated because of the transporter. It happened with Riker as well. Okay. He got split into 2, and there are 2 Rikers out there in the universe. Okay,
so it's just what? That's a moral quandary. But killing Noodle isn't.
Well, because,
I mean, it is
because with 2 Rikers, one's existence wasn't dependent on the other. They didn't have to kill the other Riker to bring back Prime Riker.
Right. Okay.
Whereas with this, you can't have 2 Vox. You can't have 2 Vox Neelix and Tuvix. But 1 or 2 of the 3 have to die.
But you theoretically could just reload in the other 2.
I mean, if you're making up technology, yeah, they could have done.
Well, I'm not making up technology. I'm asking if this is something that the world can do.
No, not you. I mean, I don't know. Not in this specific situation. No, I don't think. I think you need a physical body, because the only other time they've done it, there's always been a physical body. Like when Kirk was split, there is Kirk's body.
Okay.
When the bridge crew gets turned into children, their physical bodies are then turned back into adults.
Okay, but when they're split, when you said there's 2 bodies, did Kirk come back as like a little miniature because half of the mass is in one bad guy and half of the mass?
No, they found extra mass.
So you could technically find extra mass somehow.
Yes, just as this lost mass, it did. The transporter gained mass, but also that was the 5th episode of Star Trek ever.
Right?
They didn't care how transporters worked at the time. They barely care now. They really didn't care then.
I guess this is maybe why it's a good episode of Star Trek, because I'm really struggling with Janeway's choice.
Yeah, Janeway's choice.
It was, right?
Yes. No, but it is Sophie's choice. I thought you were doing a thing.
No, I wasn't doing anything. I was just saying Janeway's choice. Yeah, I'm not that clever. I don't even know what you're referencing. But part of me, like, I get it. So before, in that 2-week period where there is no solution, they have accepted the death of their friends and their loved ones. And they have accepted that Noodle is Noodle.
Yeah,
and
they're moving on. Kes is getting some space while she adapts.
Right.
Yes.
And then suddenly the doctors he's like, so theoretically there's this.
Hey Kim, don't tell anyone, but don't tell Kim.
Yeah, like. Why not tell Kim? Because Kim's the one that fucked it up the first time?
Kim tends to be a bit of a gossip. Like, Kim's a bit immature at times and can be a bit of a gossip. And yes, he like follows the rule book, but he's very like over eager as well and eager to please. So he's just not the first person I would have gone to. I probably would have asked B'Elanna. Like, apparently Kim is better at transporters, but I think B'Elanna would have been able to answer this question as well.
Interesting. Okay. So Kim is playing what I had written down as an oboe, but has been clarified as a clarinet.
It is a clarinet. They gave him a clarinet instead of a personality. Yes.
Oh, great. He's like doing his thing, and then Doctor says, return to your emergency channel, you bitch. And then he goes over and sits down, and there's something about a radioisotope attaching to specific DNA, and then we're off to this new idea, this speculation that you can like undo, and then
problem solved.
So at that point, then everyone turns on Noodle, and it's so fucking scary. No,
not exactly. Then no, they're talking through the problem. It's when he refuses. That's when they turn on him. So the doctor says, we've accounted for every single variable. Don't worry. The one variable they didn't account for was Tuvix not wanting to be split. So, which is baffling to me that after being with this man for 2 weeks, you didn't, like, you can see he's a distinct individual. You know he's going to, like, kind of not exist anymore. They didn't even think about that. So they're completely blindsided by this. And Janeway is, like, logically explaining it to him. This is what Tuvok and Neelix would want. They would give their lives for any crew member. Why won't you give your life for them? Like, you're being selfish. She lays the guilt trip on thick.
Yeah, she gets behind him, is like in his ear,
whispering in his ear,
really like intensely.
And Tuvix is like, this is going to make me unpopular, but I have a right to live. I want to live. Tuvok and Neelix will live on inside of me. I'm not going to do it. That's the turning point. That's where everyone in the crew piles on him. Nobody wants to take his orders anymore. Nobody wants to talk to him. And it's also an issue I have with the episode. Not a single person sides with him.
No.
Not a soul.
That's
Nobody
the scary part.
sides with Tuvix.
It's
other than the doctor, based on programming.
I don't even think that the doctor really
Just
sides with
programming.
him, because I think the doctor doesn't even attempt to stop it.
They could just turn him off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He has no power in that moment.
I mean, he goes to Kes and begs for his life, essentially. And Kes has a crisis of, she's like, I can't do this because I miss Neelix. Like, what are we going to do? And the show is just so quickly, it's such a fast shift. And that's what was really hard to watch, I think. It
is a fast shift.
But here's the reality that's really maybe makes this a good episode, is what it's doing here, is how quickly people can turn on someone and turn them into the villain, turn them into the problem.
Makes it easier.
They don't even turn a blind eye. They watch it with eyes wide open because they have concluded that you no longer are useful. And it is really, really scary. Like, everyone on the ship should be kind of fucked up after this, except for Neelix and Tuvok, who come back and are like, well, that was a weird,
unless they both have the memories.
Why was I transported to sickbay? I was just picking up a flower a moment ago.
I like to think that they both have Tuvix's memories inside of them, and they kind of hate the crew, and they kind of, I like to think that they hold some of that inside of them. The biggest sin that this episode commits is never being mentioned again until Lower Decks. Like, there is no acknowledgement this event ever happened. No reference, no nothing. It is as if it didn't happen. Not even Tuvok and Neelix.
Like they ever mention it. Well, that's the thing. Like, you would bury it. It's like group murder. It's like they all decided to do something really fucked up and then bury it for all of the future and never speak of it again. Yeah. And like, I get it. If I was watching the show and these were characters I love, at the end, you're like, okay, they're back. Cool. That was weird. But watching it from the standpoint of someone who isn't that connected to these characters, like, don't get me wrong. When I see Janeway, when I was watching the animated show that we were watching, Prodigy, I was like, cool, it's Janeway, you know.
That's a more optimistic version of Janeway than we ever get.
Because I don't really have a lot of memories of this show, but she's incredibly intense. Watching her march this man to his death was fucking bonkers. It was like watching, literally, he says, you're going to execute me.
Yeah, this is an execution.
And they do it.
Yes, they do. She pulls the lever and does the hangman's noose, does the chopping of the head, lethal injection, electric chair. She does it. It is haunting. There is an image where it's after when she's made her decision and she goes over to Tuvix in his tactical console and is hovering over his shoulder, giving him the side eye. The death stare.
She knows she's going to kill him.
She knows exactly what she's going to do. She knows he's going to put up a fight. She knows the doctor.
Why doesn't he put up a fight?
He can't. He's out now. He's got 150.
He can fucking neck pinch everybody.
He's got 150 people against him. And that's the crucial bit, is that when he goes, Jesus, he goes person to person on the bridge.
Yes.
Please, like, this is wrong, Tom. You know this is wrong. Chakotay, help me. And then by that point, he's like, I don't have anyone. I can't get out of this. And then he shifts into, you are going to regret this. I forgive you. He's like, Tom Wright's speech throughout the whole thing, I love. I mean, it happens very quickly, but he goes from all of the stages of grief, the denial, the anger, acceptance, moving on. Like, he goes through all of it on the bridge, and he's just like, and I think that's his logical Vulcan brain that comes in and is like, yeah, there's no way out of this. They've made their choice. And then Neelix's side has the emotional plea to, you know, this is wrong, but also I forgive you because I love you and you're my family. Like, that's Neelix coming out. Oh, Matt, I don't know. I don't think he gets enough credit for how good that performance is, and also just like how that scene comes together. The bravery of that scene, I kind of love as well. I don't like that this is my Starfleet crew doing this, but I love that the show had the nerve to do this, because Voyager was way more TNG than it was DS9, and this is a very DS9 ending.
Oh, interesting.
Like, super DS9 ending. Like, I kind of love the brutality of it, and that they're all just, yep, we want Tuvok and Neelix back. We've decided. Did
Tuvok say thank you, Doc? Thank you when when he comes back out of the separation?
Something
I was so
like
shocked. I don't remember. I think he said something. And I remember thinking that there was going to be sort of a moment like where they were going to talk to the crew, Kes, Janeway, about their experience. Just sort of give us a nice, healthy balm.
I think it undercuts.
But it doesn't.
It could have done that. And we have lots of episodes where Picard will do a debrief. We have lots of those like kind of post-episode like debriefs where like a character will just kind of talk through the trauma a little bit. But I think that immediately like justifies the decision. And once you see like Tuvok and Neelix have a conversation with somebody, it's more comfortable, and it's like, oh, she made the right decision.
Yeah.
If you cut that shit off, it doesn't give you that permission to forgive Janeway. Like, I think it's deliberate to sit with Janeway made a choice here.
And they don't even talk about killing the plant.
Yeah, the true.
They just beam that thing out into
space. True
space.
Victim of the episode.
Yeah, it's a haunting episode. This is an episode that will make you kind of think about what lines you're willing to cross for friends, what lines you're willing to cross for your crew, which ones are personal, which ones are business, what is survival, what isn't. Could they have gone the rest of their journey with this new person and then
of course they
undone it later? Yeah, but that's not how they're making this television show. They're going to have to wrap it up in one episode.
Exactly.
Did they do a lot of heavy, like a lot of the lifting in this episode? Yeah, I think they did. Our conversation has been really, really interesting, and I'm very like unnerved. This is an unnerving what the fuck Star Trek episode.
It's
it haunts. Like I will be haunted by Noodle, and I think Janeway should be too for the rest of her life.
It's the most brutal choice I see Janeway make. It really is. Like, it is like, because you can talk about the big choices she makes on behalf of the crew or planets, but this is a very personal, look you in the eyes thing that she does. Like, and we sit through the whole thing. She injects the isotope. She goes over to the computer, establishing parameters, energizing, done. She does that. She ties the knot. She wraps it around his neck. She hangs him, and then just like cleans up the body.
In a weird way, it's
brutal.
how she shows love to her crew, because like there is a many times I've had to call my dad to come kill something because I can't do it.
Yeah.
And he is driven to my house, and he's gone into the backyard, and he has taken a life of a small rodent that the dogs caught that was suffering out back. And I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I couldn't bring myself to like stomp on a head or break a neck or grab a rake. You know, I couldn't do it. I mean, I've done that with spiders too, but there's been some that were really, really hard. Or when little raccoons were born in my fireplace, and broke out into my house after trying to survive inside there for weeks. And I didn't know that they were there. And I had to leave the house to go to work while there were raccoons in my home. And I came back, I had left the door open. I thought they had all gotten out, but one didn't. One baby didn't. And my dogs got part of it. And it was suffering. And I called my dad. Like, somebody has the capacity to do hard shit, you know, and my dad is that person. And so watching Janeway felt a bit like that. It felt a bit
completely.
like,
yeah, I'm not going to ask
part of her off and went and did business. Yeah. And it was uncomfortable.
That she does shut herself off. That's why, like, she's got the straight face when she's marching Tuvix along the corridor. Yep. She is burying every single emotion she has because she's like, I've decided I now need to commit. I'm not going to let myself think about this anymore, because if I think about it, I might not do it. And
it's
that
also
is so crucial.
Fucking scary. Like, I can kind of understand it with my dad's situation. He comes from the farm. He knows how to do them some uncomfortable situations. And I appreciate that. But it's not a person. And Noodle was a person.
Noodle was a person. But you're right about the way she shows love to her crew, because I don't want this to be a debate. I don't want this to be a democracy.
Yeah.
I don't want to put this on my crew. We're not
talking about this anymore.
Like, I don't want them to have to make the decision. I'm in charge. I'll take this on. I'm not going to make anybody else do it but myself. And that I respect the heck out of. Yeah. Respect whether she made the right decision or not, I respect her for taking it on herself.
And then that's it, guys. The show is over and we are left with the question, like, what would you do?
Well, that's exactly where I was going to go. Danae, this is a question that has to be asked whenever a podcast talks about Tuvix.
Yes.
What would you do?
Well, as I indicated at the beginning of the show, I would have kept Noodle.
You would keep Noodle?
Absolutely, I would keep Noodle.
Really
I think I would believe that they were dead in a transporter accident and that we are still blessed with what's left of them and this new creature, and carry on with this new creature. But I don't have the same experiences with Tuvok and Neelix.
Completely fair.
So I would say Noodle. I would noodle it.
Follow up. Do you think Janeway did the right thing?
No.
Why?
Because she killed someone.
Even though she's saving 2 lives. You could say that she's killing Tuvok and Neelix. Because that's the argument she makes as well.
It is the argument that she makes. She's arguing for 2 that don't have a voice.
Yeah, exactly. Which I love the way, like, that entire scene. I love the way they flip each other's arguments. And like, you're saying this about 1 life, I'm saying this about 2 lives.
Here's what the show didn't do. It didn't give us time. It didn't put science on our side. It didn't give us a moment where we had a chance to tap into these entities that existed before. Like, they actually are dead. So this is an entire crew wrestling with the possibility that they would rather kill Noodle for the chance of getting their buddies back. And they say that the science is 100%. Like, but the science wasn't 100% at the beginning. So the show is trying to give us everything we need to be comfortable that we're trading 1 for 2, because this transporter, this new isotope thing is 100%. Like, they're really, really confident that this is going to work.
Yeah, this isn't about maybe. This is, we're doing this. It will work as long as you press the button.
They didn't make it to where so they even said with the reversal attempts that the cells were degrading, and I thought, oh, maybe that they're going to say that Noodle he's going to die anyway. You know, he's this merger has a negative effect, so there wasn't anything that they did at all in the storytelling to let us know that there is another reason to make this choice, except that the crew wants their old friends back instead of this new one. And I don't know. It's easy for me to say that, though. Now, let me put it this way. Let's say that you, Ian, got merged with somebody else, and I thought you were dead, and the only way to be around you was hanging out with this new person that was sort of this amalgamation of you, them, and a plan.
Okay.
I would obviously keep that person around. And then if a doctor came up to me and said, hey, there's a chance that you can get Ian back, and part of you was mixed with Neelix, I would kill that new thing and I'd get you back. So I say that, but like I feel that it would be tricky. It would be a tricky situation. I think the longer you're with Noodle, the harder it would be. So it's kind of like ripping off of a Band-Aid. And I mean, I would want you back. I would want my people back. I would want to reverse the mistake that created life, you know?
What has Tuvix got to what? I think he needs to go upstairs. He's been meowing at the door for ages.
It's because he's got to go potty and I'm hungry.
We do have a poll going, everybody. Was Janeway right? So Twitch viewers, feel free to vote on the poll.
So yeah, I think I would struggle with it if it was like real life.
Because what has Tuvix got going for him? Like
everything, man. He is the perfect
live?
Blend of two amazing things. Like
Fair.
he could go get married. He could have, if he's not, you know, what's the word when you can't have children?
Sterile?
Yeah, if he's not sterile, he could go on and have a whole life.
Yeah.
You know, all that's stolen from him because of this, you know, reality that he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't ask to be created. Sorry about the cat. Anyway, yeah, it's hard to say. From a show perspective, I think she fucked up. From a long-term show perspective, she made the right call. From a real life perspective, kill Noodle, get back Ian.
It's not me. I'm not merged with anybody. It's okay.
I'm just saying, like in an intense situation where, like, okay, make it Iris. Somehow Iris is merged in. I would fight like hell to get my kid back.
Of course,
so
you would.
it's a conundrum for sure.
I think I would handle it exactly the same way Janeway would handle it, which is a little bit distanced. I would put my captain's hat on and say, I need 2 crew members who didn't get a choice in this. And if I'm wrong and I'm going to jail and whatever happens to my soul is condemned and damned because of this, I'm going to do it. And I will just live with the fact that Tuvix had a 2-week life, but it is so unfair to rob Tuvix and Neelix of that, because it's not as easy as, well, they're dead, because they're not dead. They're alive. We just haven't pressed a button to bring them back. So you've got, for me, I would have to imagine all 3 of them are in the room and do a bit of trolley probleming, which is, do I save 2 of you or 1? And it is the trolley problem. It is throwing the switch rather than being passive. So passively, you save 1 life, but you haven't had to really take part. I would argue you are taking part. By not pressing the button, you are actively choosing to not do a thing, which is an action in and of itself. So while it is morally questionable and it's hard to do without consent, I would do what Janeway did, and I think she made the right choice. And it's so icky! Because killing a life is
icky.
But I've got to get back to, she is killing Tuvok and Neelix by keeping Tuvix. She is killing them.
Once they realize the technology exists to undo it, then yes, I think that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah. It would have just been so much better if the writers would have let the character Noodle like want to bring them back, but he didn't. And it was really uncomfortable to watch. That. But that's why it's good Trek.
That's why it's good Trek. I love that they do that. I love that he has this impassioned plea. I love that it doesn't give us permission to be okay with this ending. Like, this is an ending that you're not supposed to be okay with. This is supposed to hurt.
Yeah.
I'd argue they maybe went too far, because maybe there should be somebody on his side. Like maybe Kess would have been interesting. But having said that, we didn't even, and I do want to cover it, we didn't even cover Kess's scene with Janeway, really, where Jennifer Lien, I think, does an incredible performance where she goes to Janeway and says, Tuvix has asked me to plead for his life and I can't. And she sobs.
Yeah.
That is such a real sob. Like that cry that she has where it's like, I want to save him. I don't want him to die, but I need Neelix back. Like that scene hits me hard. And Janeway is so pissed at him for putting her in that position as well.
You know, I don't think that scene works as well unless they had the previous scene where she goes to Janeway in the night and Janeway is wearing that fantastic robe that I definitely want.
Isn't it?
Yes. And they kind of talk about like, Janeway says to her, I think you're experiencing what we're all experiencing, which is this idea that we may never see our loved ones again, but we kind of hold out hope.
I love that comparison to Kess's feelings compared to what the entire crew is going through with their journey going home. And when do we move on? When do we hold on? And Tuvix mentions, like, it's not fair for you to wait for me necessarily because you don't have a lot of years left. And if it takes 4 years to get me back, that's not fair.
Yeah. Yeah. When Janeway ends, she's like, you're always welcome to come. Now I'm understanding because of the conversation that, like, what makes it really interesting is that Kes hasn't lived very long. And so
yes,
she's experiencing really genuinely complex emotions in this horror of seeing someone she loves merged with someone. Did she like Tuvok?
Oh, Tuvok is a mentor to Kes.
Great. So two
Absolute
people.
mentor.
Oh, she did mention that she was doing that like kind of meditation prayer sort of ritual thing. Yeah.
The Okompans have some like mental abilities and she's kind of like a prodigy. So her abilities are like kind of coming out and Tuvok helps her control them and guides her through meditations. They are super duper close. These are the two people closest to Kes. And Janeway's a bit of a motherly figure.
I see. Okay. So that's even stranger that to have like this new person express the love to
I understand. Yeah, absolutely.
I can see why everybody's on board with, sorry, Tuvix, you've been kicked off of the island, very much.
Nixing Tuvix. just nix that one.
Yeah. Oh boy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think over time I'll probably change my mind. Ask me about Kitty. Come here. Ask me again how I feel about it later. Maybe like give me some time. Give me a few more Voyager episodes and come back and ask me. I'm curious if I would change my mind.
Well, this is really hard. Like there's part of me that wants to stop doing episodes at random and just hit entire shows.
Oh my God.
But it's so hard.
It's so fun to jump around.
It's so fun to jump around. And that commitment, it means like, well, the next 3 years, we're just talking about Voyager.
Exactly.
Like that's it.
Nope. I don't want to do that.
And I don't think we want to do that. But you will appreciate this so much more when you have more feelings for Tuvok and Neelix. For better or worse, you may it may amplify your decision to keep Tuvix.
Maybe one day we'll know.
But it's fascinating. It's why it's a great episode to talk about. It's an endearing episode of Star Trek.
Well, is there anything else to cover, or shall we end on thanking the audience for demanding that this be our first one of this new series?
I think that's it. I could talk about this episode forever and ever and ever, but thank you for picking this episode, even though I picked what order we're doing them in.
Good job, Captain.
Of course we were doing Tuvix. This felt like the best place to start.
What a way to kick it off.
All that leaves us with is Pips.
Oh, shit. 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it 3 because I feel like it was so this is a provoking episode when you're watching it for like what it really actually is. It explains what happened. It shows what happened. It reveals this new person acclimating, and they do a good enough job that by the time he's marched to his death, I'm feeling the loss of Noodle. And that's a really special thing to do in the amount of time that we're given with this new character. It's uncomfortable, and I think Star Trek does these things really well when it does it well.
Yeah.
I think I understand the crew pretty well too. Like everyone seemed to be firmly in their character. I didn't really feel like there was something happening where I was like, well, that doesn't seem like what I would expect. It really, everyone's, except for the doctor. The doctor was a little confusing to me because he was a bit of an ass, but
understandable. Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm going to give it a 3. Because I'm feeling really strongly about it. I don't think it was not done well. I think it was done okay. It wasn't like, not a lot happened, But like
No.
upon reflection,
Not a
it's
lot needs
really
to
doing
happen.
a lot
Yes.
because it's leaning so much on the development of a character that's ultimately gone. So I think I feel a bit empty at the end, but isn't that kind of what I'm
That's the
supposed to
point.
feel?
You have to build them up somehow. And I think Tom Wright does a great job of building up. And when I think of Tuvix, I think of him and I can put my fingers on bits of his personality. For me, it's a 3. I don't.
Interesting.
It's
okay.
weird because I don't like this episode, but
I don't know that I. Yeah.
I respect the heck out of it. And I respect it way more than when Strange New Worlds tried to do an episode like this. And they did pack in too much and they did make light of it. And they have this, like, Pike and everyone is like, I want to live. I want to be this Vulcan. I want to be this version of me. And they just floated away. It doesn't matter. This just like fucking hits hard. That last scene.
When he's
Janeway
fighting and
the
begging.
Bridge, he's fighting on the bridge. She marches his ass off the bridge. That corridor walk is so important. Like being marched to the stocks. All of that final scene, like, just gives me chills. And I just think the performances are great. Yes, the middle, like, kind of third, very little happens. It's a bit kind of like mushy emotions, but it all speaks to where we end up. So I really like how this episode comes together, how it's constructed, the questions it asks, and I love the result. I love, whether you agree with her or not, I love where Janeway goes and what she does.
Yeah. It's
interesting.
There's a movie I watched once where a character that is like innocent and good is marched to the gallows and is hung, and you're like, you watch it happen, and it's just, you spent the entire length of a movie, with this character, and it's so wrong and it's so upsetting. And I remember it was on TV and I was flipping through the channels and kind of stopped on it, and I would leave and go watch something else because it got so uncomfortable. Then I'd come back and watch it because I wanted to see what's going on. Then I'd leave. And it was such a heartbreaking thing. And this episode reminds me of that movie. I don't feel the same depth of emotion, but the unfairness is there. So I think that's why I'm giving it a 3, because it's kind of fucked with me a little bit.
No, I completely agree with you. And it's, whether you like it or not, the respect for it fucking with your head is a good reason to like give it a solid amount of pips. I think it's completely fair. Side note, the poll has ended. I did stack it slightly.
Oh dear. Oh, and I got in trouble for that once, and now you're doing it.
I'm really sorry. The question was Janeway right? The answers were yes, no, or Noodle.
Noodle.
And Noodle won.
Of course.
Noodle got 50% of the vote. Yes got 33%. No got 17%. Apologies for stacking the vote with Noodle. We knew that Noodle was going to win that one.
Yes.
Also, since I'm in the back end, thank you, Daniel, Slab, JCD, Doc Trancy, Bildo. Wait, no, Bildo was 2 weeks ago. But thank you anyway, Bildo. But thank you all for resubscribing to the Twitch channel. We love you guys. That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, what an episode. What an episode. I feel kind of like hollow because that's the only time we're going to cover Tuvix. Like, and that's one of the landmark episodes. Like, that is, you got to talk about Tuvix. It's one of those. So it's very interesting to be.
Like, we've crossed the threshold as a show.
And I love that you just mentioned threshold.
Why?
Next week's episode of What the Fuck Star Trek is we're going to be staying in Voyager. And it is going to be season 2, episode 15, Threshold.
Oh, no way.
Yes way.
Oh my God. I accidentally did something cool.
You accidentally predicted the episode. This gets up there with What the Fuck as well. Definitely not I'm going to say nothing else.
Yeah,
nothing.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
We have run so long this week. We do not have time for emails. We will do some emails next week because I have a couple of corrections that I want to talk about. But thank you, everybody, for listening. I hope you enjoyed what is probably the 100th podcast to talk about Tuvix, but there's a reason for it. I hope you enjoyed our take on it. If you have any thoughts, questions, corrections, qualms, queries, or suggestions for WTF Star Trek, send them to ian@iananddenay.com. You can also send them to the Discord. The link for that is in the description because it's too bloody long and annoying.
Yeah, it's
And
not. It's nonsense. We don't
it's
have
not
like
an
one of
easy
those
one.
cool ones where you can just like know what it is.
But I have created a permanent one, so it should now always work. Let me know if
sorry
it does
about
not.
that.
And for early access to the show and an ad-free version of the show in your own dedicated stream that doesn't get merged into some hybrid bizarre creature that you then have to kill to get the podcast that you do want, join our Patreon, patreon.com/IanandDanae, and become a founding tieflinger, where you will get access to new images of the Derper Prize, the Derper Prize theme. Thank you, Steve, not Reeves. And lots of lovely other things that we do. Go and sign up and talk to us. And if you want to see the live show, youtube.com/Ian/@IanandDanae and twitch.tv/Danae says. Did it all. I did all of it.
You did it.
Until next week, I'm Captain Ian and fuck, I've just lost it.
I totally forgot about this part of the show.
Yeah, I just deleted all of my notes, even though I had it right there.
How do we forget? You know what I'm struggling with right now?
What's
I
that?
picked up the cat, I put it to my face, and I'm wearing lip
now
gloss.
You're itchy.
No, I literally have his hair now stuck in my lips.
I'm Captain Ian, and each of you is going to have to live with this.
Oh shit, that's dark.
This episode.
And let's see, where's the mine that I was gonna do for the thing? Oh, I'll do this one. And I'm Danae, and it is impossible for me to be more or less like myself.
Live long and prosper.
This should have been it. And it's
sex from me. I'm going to stick this in the outtakes, but you guys had incredible discussions in the Discord. I love all of it. Yeah, so good. Somebody said that the writers should have never written this episode because it's so hard to justify what happens and getting out of it. It's so hard. Thank you, Flyboy and Wandering, for sending in all, and Sci-Fi Brony for sending in all of your sins as usual. I read them all. I love them. I'm sorry I can't always get them into the show.
Yeah, and if you want to say something other than calling them sins, you're welcome to do that.
Yes.
Stevel. Yes, actually, if you go, I think you can search our history of the show and find it.
Sub Rosa. Yeah, it's way early.
Yeah, we did it. I think in season 2. So we did Picard, our first season, like when the show originally started. We did Picard. Let me pull this banner down. And then when we broke from Picard, there was like the chat was screaming like, you have to show her. And of course it was basically a what the fuck episodes, but we weren't doing like seasons the same way that we're doing them now. So we did that one. And I was literally telling Ian about this being the perfect season for that particular episode. I think it'll probably be like, if you listen to the podcast proper, it's likely going to be in the introduction when we sit down and we talk before we watch the show. I think we talked about it then. So
27th of July 2022, and if you search for Captain's Pod Sub Rosa, it should appear in your podcast player.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly right, Wandering. That's exactly it.
2022, 3 years ago, Danae. 3 years ago.
It's wild that we're still doing the show. Not only are we still doing the show, but like we got plans.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. We're coming up on 4 years in November.
Yes, you can absolutely call them sins. Absolutely. But we're trying to kind of like in our format, we don't have a sin section. So like, let's say that I call out your comments like during the show or something, I would have to reframe it. But you can definitely call it.
Correct, Wandering. I kind of misspoke a bit there because Flyboy and Wandering didn't send me sins, they send me thoughts. So I apologize.
It's okay. Sorry, you can call them that if you want to. It's just we're trying to get some distance between the format of the show before we went off on our own.
Surprise. Do we want to play the theme one more time?
Yeah.
Or do we have to bounce?
Well, I need to go upstairs. Can you close out the show?
I can do it. We're going to listen to the theme one more time.
Before I go, I want to say thank you guys for being here. It's incredible to have you with us every single week. We'll be back next week and we'll be incorporating the show. I've got to go upstairs because I'm hearing some stuff that I got to go handle, and the cat needs to be fed. But I think
fed the cat. Cat's
our
been
plan
fed.
is to come back.
Yeah, I think the plan is to come back if we
Tonight.
can and do some stuff, either Baldur's Gate or Minecraft.
Probably
tonight,
closer
hopefully.
to 9 p.m. So in
Yes,
about
if we can do it.
40 minutes is the plan to try to do some gaming. And Minecraft just released some new fun updates, and we want to talk a little bit about our server. So
yeah, we do.
hopefully we'll be back unless something goes a little bit awry. Next week is the same bat time, same bat channel, but we're doing Threshold link.
Yes.
So
Threshold, staying in Voyager.
I got to bounce real quick, but I will see you guys next week and hopefully a little bit later tonight. So if you would like to, we'll be right back here on Twitch only. We won't be going live on YouTube. We still haven't figured that part out yet, I don't think.
Yes,
are we going live
correct.
on YouTube?
No. It is just Twitch.
I think we'll just be on Twitch.
But you'll be able to see the live stream on YouTube later on.
Stick around with Ian.
Because really, I want to do that beautiful theme again. And I have fed the cat. Don't let him tell you I didn't. Let's see if I can get this. I want to get like just the picture up. No, I don't want just me. I want just me plus the picture. Let's have a look at all of my different things. Can I? No. Okay. What you're going to do? We're just going to stay like this, and we're going to play the theme. Thank you again, Steve, not Reeves, for our beautiful, beautiful Derp Prize theme. I'm so excited. I can't. Oh my gosh. Thanks again, Steve. Thank you everyone for watching, and just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. See you guys in the Discords. See you everywhere else that we might see you. And peace along pods.